Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Huge shout out to Second Reel, Wookiee Mistake, and Blockbuster Hollywood Video. The best faction in Multiplex, hands down. The clit, I think that was stolen from me.
They are the clit. None of you are safe.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Okay.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.
Hello, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. I am one half of the Warzone show running team, Cameron Holzman. With me, our other showrunner, Mr. Nazario Montenegro. We've got a great match today. We have got Mr. Matt Formal Chaos Cuellar versus Mr. Mark No Chill Menchaca today. This is going to be a great match. Nazario, thoughts on this match? Thoughts on who they had to play to get to this point? Anything like that?
Dude, I just gotta say, damn you, Menchaca. Damn you. Your no-chill attitude put Mike Hanley in the hospital. The way you just beat him down and then just kept at it with no stop in the previous match, I'll never forget that.
It's true. In his last match, Mark did use our standard rule of one match per tournament. You can just beat the shit out of a competitor in order to win. Matt Formal Chaos Cuellar has yet to use this rule. I doubt it will be used in this one, but who knows? Maybe he managed to get to wherever Mark lives. But with that being said, we are going to get right into our match. Gentlemen, you know how the format works. You've done this before. This is the semifinals of the tournament. Winner of this will go on to face the winner of Adelaide Spence and a rock that we found in a bush. So we will start with Mr. Cuellar. Your 4-point question in the category of drama to start the match. Children of a Lesser God centers around what specific type of school? Hands on screen, please. And you do not need to write it down. You can just say it. You know what we're doing here.
I believe it was a school for the deaf.
That would be correct for 4 big points. Nazario,
Wait. Matt, show us under your hat. We need to make sure you're not cheating. Acceptable. Let's keep going.
Good. All right. Nazario,
Mark
hit back
Menchaca.
with his 4-point question, as we always do to start the match.
Mark Menchaca, your 4-pointer in sports. In Love and Basketball, Monica goes to play in an international women's basketball team, which is playing in what European city?
Fucking ask for a sports question, give me a fucking love question. What the fuck is this shit?
We'll go 5.
I'm gonna say Florence.
2. That is incorrect. We were looking for Barcelona. Barcelona is the correct answer. So I believe we stick with Mark for his 3-point question now.
Okay.
Nazario.
In the category of drama, what 1975 Robert Altman drama features a cast that includes Jeff Goldblum, Shelley Duvall, Kit Carradine, and Lily Tomlin?
Oh. God damn you fucking people.
I forgot my clock.
4.
Nashville.
That is correct for 3 points. Mark issuing his signature catchphrase, which is literally anything as long as it hurts us hosts emotionally. I believe we still will stick with Mr. Mark.
He
He is behind.
Your 2-pointer in your favorite category of scores and soundtracks. What 1990 film ends with Sid Vicious cover of My Way?
When you ask it that way, okay. Goodfellas.
4.
2 points.
That is correct. It is one of those questions, as you famously say in just about every match. We will now go back to Mr. Formal Chaos Cuellar with a Q for his 3-point question in the category of crime films. Your question. In Nightcrawler, Lou becomes inspired to become a freelance photojournalist when he witnesses other freelancers recording the aftermath of what?
Have you ever recorded an aftermath of something, Cameron?
The aftermath of all these Warzone matches that go the normal way they do. 5, 4,
A car
3,
accident.
2. That's correct for 3 points. But maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe it was on purpose. Who knows?
We're
I
coming
believe
back.
you return to Mark now.
Mark, with 1 pointer in coming of age films. Who appears in the coming of age films 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, and Pretty in Pink?
Molly Ringwald.
That's correct for 1 point. We also would have accepted Molly Ringworm because she did change her name legally a few years back. We go to Matt for his 2-point question in the category of coming of age / teen, I believe. Who plays young Mike O'Donnell in the garbage fire I hate known as 17 Again?
I believe that was the Academy Award winning Zac Efron.
That is correct for his role in The Social Network. He did win an Academy Award a few years back. And we will...
Correct. It is correct. The answer, and it's also a piece of shit movie.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. And your 1-point question, Mr. Cuellar. Russell Crowe plays a real-life boxer in what 2005 film? And I will say we're talking about the sport, not the dog boxer.
It's not the one that Nicolas Cage did, Little Mermaid Man. It's Cinderella Man.
That is correct for 1 point and a perfect round. Unfortunately, there are no bonus questions at this point because Nazario vetoed me when I brought that up in the meeting. So with that being said, we have a score now of 10-6 as we get into round number 2. Round number 2, as always, is our wheel round. We will bring up the shitty-ass wheel from wheeldecide.com that has 8 categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Exactly. Spit on the wheel like it deserves. We hate the wheel. But we will bring it up. We will spin it. It has 8 categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Our competitor who is behind will get to choose whether they would like to spin first or defer. Whatever they land on, they will get 5 questions from, unless they land on spinners or opponent's choice. They can respin. They can go to multiple choice. The question will be worth 1 point if they do. It's worth 2 points if they don't. And this is standard Cameron screwing up how to read the rules. Your categories on the wheel today are action adventure, the 1990s, war, comic book movies, sports, the 1980s, music, animated, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. So, Mark, as you are behind, you get to choose. Would you like to spin first or second?
Well, as it usually happens while I'm here, I think my opponent is hiding some shit under his hat, and he's using his sleight of hand techniques on me. I'll go
did
first.
Look inside the hat. I believe we have verified that it is true.
I noticed that.
I think we can look inside the hat again,
previous
but to be
matches.
frankly honest with you, I don't think one time is enough.
Mr. Clark, can we look inside the hat again, please?
Okay, see, his hand moved. His hand moved.
Well, the hand has to move the hat. Would you like to spin first or defer, Mr. No Chill?
I'll just go first, I guess. Whatever.
All right. Your first spin is away. You land on the category of animated films. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Sure. Doesn't fucking matter anyway. I'll just take it.
All right. Taking the category of animated films. Nazario, would you like to please read the questions for Mr. No Chill because I don't want him to hurt me.
I will as soon as I find them.
Coward.
I do not understand.
Look, I need my kneecaps
decided-
for work. I don't know about Nazario.
Who decided that these documents had to be so goddamn colorful? we need to sit down the writers and make them do this in black and white like serious people. This is serious
Look,
business.
listen, we will get our writer's room of Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, and the two of us together, and we will fix things.
All right, I forgot we threw Koho under the bus. Animated. First question. What is the term used to refer to the female dragon Toothless falls in love with in How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World? How do they refer to you, Cameron, in The Hidden World?
You know, if it's Mark referring to me, it's usually just a bitch. 5.
Fucking dragon
4.
questions. Go with Light Fury.
2
Correct.
points.
2 points.
Question number 2. Who voices inventor Flint Lockwood in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Based on the novel Pushed by Sapphire.
One of 3 Academy Awards.
It's true.
God damn it. Fucking
And a Sapphire.
meatballs.
5.
Fucking,
4.
I can go multiple
3.
choice, right?
2. You can, yes.
Okay. Let's do that.
Your multiple choices are
Fucking shit.
A. Nick Crowe. B. Bill Hader. C. Andy Samberg. D. Jason Sudeikis.
Go Bill Hader.
It's correct for 1 point.
Fucking shit.
It is one of those questions where the answer is Bill Hader.
Fucking
Third question. In what classic Disney movie will you find a cat named Figaro?
I will say I did hear a ping. Mr. Cuellar, can we please see the inside of your hat again? It's clean. We're good.
It's weird though. The hand does move a lot.
Hands do move. 5.
God damn it. Multiple
4.
choice. Motherfucker.
3.
Fucking,
The multiple choices are
fucking
A. Cinderella. B. Alice in Wonderland. C. Sleeping Beauty. D. Pinocchio.
fuck is this shit? God damn it. Go D.
It's everything no chill.
D is correct. Zarya's kneecaps are safe for the time being.
He's got 1 more. He's got 2 more questions left. We'll see.
Number
One
5.
for each kneecap.
Anastasia primarily takes place in what country? Cameron, where are you from primarily?
Good old USA, superior country, home of sports and alcohol that I love. 5.
I'm from Puerto Rico,
Say
3.
Russia.
2.
and that's correct for 2 points.
Fucking Anastasia questions. God damn it.
And your last question. In what 2010's animated film will you find the characters Blue, Jewel, and Pedro?
I'll repeat the questions. I could not give it the third name of that.
Do you want the repeat in Spanish?
You're getting me there, Nazario. I'll tell you that you're getting me there. You just keep it in English.
In what 2010's animated film will you find the characters Blue, Jewel, and Pedro?
Let's go multiple choice again.
Multiple choice. A. Rio. B. Spies in Disguise. C. The Cruise. D. Ferdinand.
Fucking these fucking birds and stupid movie. It's Ferdinand.
Hat Man for the steal.
Fuck.
We do repeat the options, Mr.
yeah.
Co-host.
The options are A, Rio. B, Spice in Disguise. C, The Cruise. D, Ferdinand.
E. Final answer.
I don't know what letter you said, but it can't be the right one.
The answer was A, Rio.
So
It's
at
not,
the
it's
end
not the
of
fifth choice?
it was not the fifth choice. No.
No.
So at the end of Mark's round, he's gotten himself up to 12 points. Matt now with 10. Matt, your first spin will be as such at the wheel from good old piece of garbage wheeltheside.com. Lands on war films. War, that
What
thing is good
is
for
it?
absolutely everything.
Hmm.
Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Although I'm sure I could ace it. Let's go with another spin.
Another spin. He spins away from war despite it being good for absolutely everything. And it lands on music.
Much more my strength.
Music. Those films that have music in them. I will be
Music,
giving you
I
the
believe
question.
it's Mr. Cody Newberry's strength.
This is very possible, but I will be giving you your questions because you won't break my kneecaps, I hope. Your first question. Who plays Hank Williams in I Saw the Light, the story of Hank Williams?
I believe that will be Tom Hiddleston.
It would be Thor himself, Tom Hiddleston, for 2 points. Your second question. What is Papa Doc's real first name in 8 Mile?
I believe it's pronounced Papa Doc.
Let's go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Anthony, B, Marshall, C, Clarence, or D, Wendell.
Let's go Clarence.
That is correct for 1 point. 8 Mile, of course, a biopic of famous rapper Kaleb Slim Shady Boatman. Your third question. What recently released film features a rock duo known as Blackgammon?
Isn't
Let's
that
go multiple
another
choice
sport?
again.
Multiple choice. Your multiple choice options are A, The High Note, B, Sound of Metal, C, Eurovision Song Contest, or D, Trolls World Tour.
Let's go D.
D, Trolls World Tour is incorrect. Mark, the chance for the 1 point steal. Is it A, The High Note, B, Sound of Metal, C, Eurovision Song Contest, or D, Trolls World Tour?
You guys made up some movies in there. Stupid shit. Say Sound of Metal.
That is correct for 1 point. Matt, of course, guessing the Best Picture winner, thinking we would ask a question that easy, but
And
now
I
we
Googled
asked
it.
the Razzie
Blackgammon.
Worst
Blackgammon.
Actor.
Bunch.
Yeah, backgammon is not, in fact, an Olympic sport.
This is true. Your penultimate question. Music. What law enforcement agency had Frank Farmer previously worked for in The Bodyguard?
The Secret Service.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. John Cameron Mitchell played the title character in which music film?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Hedwig and the Angry Inch, B, Bye Bye Birdie, C, Wild Rose, or D, August Rush.
Let's go D.
D, August Rush is incorrect. Mark, for the 1 point steal, is it A, Hedwig and the Angry Inch, B, Bye Bye Birdie, C, Wild Rose, and D, August Rush?
Say C.
C. Wild Rose is incorrect. The answer is Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I am afraid for my life, so to keep myself alive, we will go straight into round number 3. The score currently is 15-13. Is that what you have, Nazario, Mr. Betamax?
Yes.
You haven't been speaking before, have you?
No.
All right. Well, we are going to get into round number 3. Round number 3, as always, is our whiteboard round. Our contestants will get 8 questions in the whiteboard round. If they do not have any wrong questions, they will be issued a bonus question. You'll have about 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. Mr. No Chill, you have 2 repeats left. Mr. Formal Chaos, you have 3 repeats left. So to begin the round, neither of you has missed a round 1 question yet in this match, so you will be issued a bonus question as per usual. It happens a lot like that for some weird reason, but regardless, that's how we do things here. So your bonus question: name 2 films in the Man with No Name trilogy. There are many men who compete in this league who have no name, like, and of course, Mr. Mike Hanley may have no name anymore because he won't be able to say it after what Mark did to him. 5.
Poor Mike.
4. 3. Lock your doors, folks. 2. 1. Pens down. We'll start with Matt.
For a few dollars more, and the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And Mark.
You guys are talking a lot about something that didn't really happen. So the good and bad and the ugly and a fistful of dollars.
That is also correct.
Wait, can we accept
Look,
those?
I'm not saying that you did anything to Mike. I'm saying something happened to Mike, and your whereabouts, as of right now, are unknown on the date in question. And I don't think you could be one of the secrets hiding in Mr. Quellar's hat. So your second question.
Him in front of the camera. What are you talking about?
We deleted the match. It's fine. Your next question in the category of sports: Who plays pitcher Nuke Laloosh in Bull Durham?
Cameron, has anybody ever called you Laloosh?
Has anyone ever called me Laloosh? No, I've been called many things. Mostly by Mark Menchaca, but I can't repeat them because my mother watches this show and I will get in trouble. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go to Mark.
I said Tim Robbins.
And Matt.
This is correct.
It is indeed Timothy Robbins.
It is correct. You don't need to threaten me. You're right. Yep, we're good. Yep.
The next question.
Nazario, hit him with the next question.
It's in music. What 1970s musical features the song Tradition?
And as is tradition here at Multiplex, Mr. Cuellar, could you please remove your hat, make sure there's no secrets or sprites to give you answers hiding inside of your hat? Hat does appear to be empty. All right. Even trying to put it on upside down, maybe so the answers can fall right into the hat. We will find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cuellar, did you find the answers in your hat?
No, you guys maybe turned it at an inopportune time. What's that story?
And Mark.
I say cabaret, but in the off chance is wrong. I would say maybe this one just doesn't count, for best interest.
As much as I would like to comply with your wishes for both my safety and the safety of my wife and daughter, I miss you. The answer is Fiddler on the Roof, and we must move on.
Okay. I may need your address
drama.
later.
Haven't you taken enough from me? Your next question in the category of drama. The impossible centers around what kind of disaster? And we will not accept this match as an answer.
Cameron, have anybody ever called you a disaster?
Yep, Mark Menchaca, many occasions. Just typically the answer is if anyone's ever called me a bad thing, Mark Menchaca has done it at least 12 times per thing. 5, 4, 3. I don't like the way he's looking at me. 2, 1. Pens down. Mark.
Said tsunami. Which is what happened to
Matt.
Mark.
It's a tidal wave.
Tsunami is correct.
Isn't a
Mark
tsunami
cutting
a
into
tidal
that
wave?
lead, the way he cuts into the flesh of his victims.
Isn't a tsunami a tidal wave?
As far as I am aware, there are different things. If Mr. Formal Chaos would like to issue his challenge in the
Sure.
kind, peaceful way.
What would a match do without a challenge?
It would be happy, but we will go to this challenge and we will be right back. All right, we are back from the challenge. I believe my co-showrunner does have
Wait a
something to
second.
say.
Hi. What? What happened? What hospital? What? How could it? Who did?
Did Mike?
I'm seeing him right here. How the hell did you do that to my wife? Sick bastard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All
Let's
right,
just keep
so
going.
we went over the challenge. We looked through all the factors, including whether or not a tsunami and a tidal wave are the same thing, whether or not I value the safety of my wife and kids above Matt getting a point in the fairness of trivia. All of these things weighed in equal regard. And with that being said, we're ruling in Mark's favor on this. Matt, you're not getting a point. It's only because you're wrong. No other extenuating circumstances. I respect you as a person. Just family comes first, as star of Fast and the Furious Dame Judi Dench once said. Nazario, I believe it is your turn to ask the next question, and please do it quickly.
I'm gonna try this.
We're running out of time.
In crime, in Pulp Fiction, inside Jack Rabbit Slims, Mia Wallace mistakenly claims that there are 2 impersonators of what classic actresses? Cameron, have you ever impersonated a classic actress?
Behind closed doors, but I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that. It's I made a vow on the date of my wedding that I wouldn't talk about such things with other people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Matt.
Marilyn Monroe.
And Mark.
Suspicious. Marilyn Monroe.
You're right. That is Matt. I hate to keep doing this to you. Can we take a gander inside of the hat once again, sir?
I tell you.
No funny business with the hands. We need to look in the hat.
Shit.
Matt.
Huh?
What's on your head? What was in the hat?
I don't know where that came from.
This is your final warning. Everyone knows we play by the 3-strike system. You only get 3 magical creatures inside your hat before you're banned. Your next question comes in the category of Oscars. Name one of the 4 people who lost the Oscar for Best Actor to Gregory Peck.
Shit, this is rough. You won't even give him a year.
It's true. I won't. That's what we do here.
Well, it is a
Everyone knows we have never asked a question that involved the year in which a movie was released, unless Kurt Kolakowski specifically asks for it because he loves those. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, I think.
You know, tried to fuck me here. I'm pretty sure it is Jack Lemmon.
And Matt.
I said Cary Grant.
Jack Lemmon is correct. Cary Grant is not one of the correct answers. The answers you could have given were Peter O'Toole, Jack Lemmon, Burt Lancaster, or Marcello Mastroianni.
Oh, I knew that.
That's a perfect pronunciation.
Everyone's favorite. So with that, we are tied.
Keep
So
going.
anything can happen from here on out.
The
To
next
anybody, especially family members. I'll keep that
Yep.
in mind.
The next one is in biopics, not biopics. Biopics. What organization does Fred Hampton lead the Chicago charter of in Judas and the Black Messiah? Cameron, have you ever been a Black Messiah?
I don't think I want to answer this one. I think there's a lot of
Repeat the
reasons why I
question.
shouldn't answer this question. So is that a repeat from Mark?
it's a repeat.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What organization does Fred Hampton lead the Chicago chapter of in Judas and the Black Messiah? I will not ask you again, Cameron.
Please don't. There are so many reasons why you shouldn't ask me that question. But, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go to Matt
Black Panthers.
and Mark.
I also said the Black Panthers.
Kaleb Koho's least favorite superhero movie of all time is correct. As we get into your penultimate question of the match, which comes in the category of the 2000s. What 2000 film features John Cusack as a record store owner?
Cameron, have you ever owned records or a store?
No to both. I almost owned records, but I had to sell them to pay the ransom money. It's in the mail, I promise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go to Matt. I truly don't know who I'm starting with anymore. Matt.
I believe it is Zach Ford's least favorite film, High Fidelity.
He
And
famously
Mark.
hates it. Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I said gross point blank.
High Fidelity is correct. Matt taking the 1 point lead in the match. Mark taking the 1 point lead in How Afraid I Am for My Life. As we get into your final question, as read by Nazario.
And to close this match, the category is directors. Who directed 1976's The Omen?
We're in a very interesting situation here, because if Mark hits this and Matt doesn't, we go to sudden death, which means we have to go back and put sudden death
True.
as the real round number 1 here. 'Cause
And
that's the
wait,
youth here.
I forgot. Cameron, have you ever been the Antichrist?
5, 4,
Repeat the question.
3.
Cameron, have
2.
you ever been the Antichrist?
No, wrong question.
Oh, right. Who directed 1976's The Omen?
To answer your question, no, I have not as of yet. But with how great these past few years, 2020 and 2021, have been going, things have got to get worse at some point. 5,
I know.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Mark
Said Richard Donner.
and Matt.
Richard Donner.
Son of a bitch.
And your winner, moving on to the finals of the Warzone Winter Series tournament to face The Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, The Rock that somehow beat Adelaide Spence in a movie Warzone match.
To death.
Mr. Matt, Formal Chaos, Queller. We will go to post-match interviews, which, as always, start with the first place finisher. Matt, how are you feeling?
That was a very challenging match. I know that I'm very happy that Mark had previously used his rule to beat Mike Hanley. I was very worried that that could have befallen me. And I just want to warn The Rock that I have not used that rule yet. So you better watch out.
It's true. Weirdly, The Rock didn't use it against Spence. The Rock just won in an actual trivia match. It was very impressive. To be fair, it's because the final question in Sudden Death was what film did Martin Scorsese direct in 2016? And The Rock didn't say anything, and we accepted that for the movie Silence. So yeah, you're moving on to face said Rock. How are you feeling?
Honestly, I think that I'm just going to flat out challenge him to a trial by combat instead of just doing this trivia stuff, and I'm just going to fight The Rock.
Remember,
Absolutely.
this is very important. Paper beats Rock.
So does Hat.
Of course. Well, Mr. Queller, we will be saying goodbye to you, Queller, and we will bring in our unfortunate second place finisher. Unfortunately for him, I think more unfortunately for me, Nazario, Mike Hanley, our wives and kids, our families.
My poor wife.
Mark Menchaca, how are our families doing?
I'll let you know later. I'm undecided. Matt, I'm gonna need your address.
Money's in the mail.
I'm done talking.
Okay. All right. Nazario, thoughts on the match and the safety of our wives and kids?
I gotta go to the hospital right now.
Yeah, that's probably fair. We should check on Mike Hanley, make sure nothing happened to him while we were filming this. I know Mark was on camera with this the whole time, but something tells me he has sources and back channels that can do something to Mike. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. I've been Cameron. This has been Nazario. Thank you for watching the semifinals of the Multiplex Winter Series Warzone tournament. Yeah.